What's going on, guys? How are we doing today? Today's video, I want to go spend some time talking about Wampa and the possibilities of Wampa in the future with the Omicron. So, the Omicron is very new. It came out not too long ago. So if we go down here a little bit and we go see our Wampa, I would say most people have their Wampa at Relic 3 based off of the old requirements for the other legendary events like JKL, you know? So far, he has 2 Zetas. He has 1 Zeta on the special, Furious Foe, and then we have one on, let's say, I think it's the, this one, right? I think it's this one right here, the Cornered Beast. So this one's getting an additional Omicron to it, or an Omicron to it on top of the Zeta. So far, you know, Zeta on this Furious Foe, it would be a lot better if this was unresistible. Like, you can't resist it, you know? But you can resist this healing immunity, which is kind of the reason why I'm not a big fan of it. But this Zeta might be very good, like quite good, if you have this new Omicron. So I'll tell you why here in a little bit. But if you guys haven't read this, let me read it just one more time for you. So he gets 100% more tenacity. And then it says here, if there are no other allies, and he's just like a solo character, he gains 50% defense, max health, max protection, and offense. But I'm pretty sure they meant to make this 75% instead of 50%. And then also it says here, that is doubled if there is only one enemy on the other side of the battle. So if it's just like a 1v1, then you get doubled stuff, doubled bonuses, right? Which is awesome. And then it says here, whenever Wampa is damaged by an attack, he inflicts 2 stacks of damage over time for 3 turns on the enemy, which can't be evaded or resisted. And then it says the cooldown of Furious Foe is reduced by 1. And he also gains 30% tenacity, stacking until the end of the encounter. And all that stuff, from the dots to the reduced cooldowns to the extra tenacity, all those 3 things, that is based upon every single time he is getting damaged by an attack. So he will have like so much tenacity, he will get so much extra damage over times inflicted on the enemy. And then also, he'll be able to spam potentially this Furious Foe almost every single turn. So he will be, in theory, having the most insane offense in the game for just like a 1 damage hit, like on his Womp, his basic, you know. But one thing I wish they kind of had here was, in addition to the reduced cooldowns of Furious Foe, why not do that to the same thing with the Icebreaker? Because this will be on a cooldown of 5. And I feel like this is one of the other important specials to have, because that's his damage on the AoE. The AoE damage is quite big. Also, it's protection up. So the protection up also has to do with the other unique, which is he has more counter chance, offense, and tenacity based off of the protection up, right? So I think that's just one thing to look into. I mean, without the protection up, though, you're still going to have 50% counter chance. You're still going to have you know, all the extra bonuses based off the damage over time. So let's say you keep getting hit a lot, right? And you get the dots on the enemy quite a bit. Well, then you're probably going to have almost 100% counter chance, and then you get even more offense and the max health, or rather health steal, and all that good stuff, right? So in theory, it should be okay regardless, but I still think it would be nice to get some more reduced cooldowns to the Icebreaker. But this is still phenomenal. I mean, at a Relic 3 level, if I were to apply this right now, I could probably do some major work against some of those really annoying teams. One of which I would like to see quite a bit is against an Iden team, or against some Rebels. Rebels right now are pretty important in GAC, you know. Having the Mon Mothma Kyle Katarn team, having the CLS team, they're big-time teams, you know. So for me, Wampa, if you guys didn't know this already, Wampa has some insane anti-synergy. He counters Rebels quite well. If you come back to Wampa's kit, if you come back to this, it says here on this unique, I think it's the same one. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's this basic here. Yeah, it's the basic. So it says, the very ending here, this attack can't be evaded. And then it also says this attack has 100% offense against Rebel targets. So 100% offense, it's quite a bit of damage against those Rebels. So coming back down to the Rebels, you know, the Mon Mothma team, I think, is always set, for me at least, in the guys, my opponents that I fight, it is set literally every single round. So if this Wampa with this Omicron can kill that in any way, like, I think that would be such a big Omicron to apply. But again, you know, the whole Mon Mothma team with Kyle Katarn, they're very quick. They get off the bat very fast, right? So it's hard for me to say, yeah, it would work because they're so fast. It could maybe get 2 to 3 turns before you do. But, you know, if it's all based around the extra bonuses, and like if he were to just get, I would say just like 1 turn off while they're all taking those turns and hitting him all that much, he could probably one-shot them if I'm going to be honest with you. He gets all that extra bonuses. I mean, that's crazy. So, yeah, you're inflicting 2 stacks of damage over times every single time he is getting hit, okay? It's pretty crazy. At least to me, on paper, this is sounding ridiculous. So, it has some major viability in GAC, but again, we'll have to see how it plays out. It's going to be like one of those Omicrons that we're going to have some of those testers, those guinea pigs out there. I definitely, though, believe that if you get this guy with Relic 7 or above, that he will be doing some amazing things for you. Modding would definitely change up a bit, though. You would want to go for some more health-based things and maybe even some offense mods and also some crit damage mods. You're going to have that counter, or rather, you're going to have that critical chance based off of all the extra, you know, times you're using the Furious Foe. So that's not really a big thing, but I think it's more to do with just keeping him alive for the big hits, you know? That's what this whole thing is about. And I can even see the potential for a full health modded Wampa. So it's crazy to see what this guy can possibly do. So yeah, Wampa, guys, he is looking really, really good. I can't wait to see what he looks like in GAC. So yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. This week just started with GAC, so we'll have to wait like another week or so for people to, you know, apply it and see what it kind of looks like. Fabio, thank you for that sub. I forgot to turn my alerts off, but yeah, we'll have to see, guys. Again, I think it's just in GAC right now, there are a lot of these lower gear teams or just teams you don't have to put that much effort into in terms of like gear and modding and all that, but they're still quite a great team in GAC. For example, like that Mon Mothma Kyle Katarn team, or right now the Iden Versio team for defenses in the trooper category, right? And even some more. The list goes on and on and on. I think it's those teams that are going to be able to, you know, you can set those, but if you see a Wampa, you might not want to set them because all the extra damage over times you're going to be inflicting on them. I think it's going to be just one of those things. If you see a Wampa Omicron, you'll have to double check your defenses because I definitely believe that he can do some work and maybe even just like solo a team. And if you can solo a team like that in GAC, that is definitely worthy of an Omicron in my opinion. So we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I can't tell you how annoying it is right now to fight these Iden Versio teams and sometimes even the Mon Mothma teams. They are just very annoying right now. And it's mainly because like they're not even high gear. Like I've been able to, you know, fight some lately. Gear 11 Iden Versio with the Zeta. And then, you know, having gear 11 to 12, maybe some 13 on the other troopers. And I'm like losing banners consistently. There is no way I don't get full banners. And that's so annoying. And that's one team maybe I hope that Wampa can stop, you know. I'm just hoping Wampa can put a stop to some of these different teams. But yeah, Wampa's looking very good, guys. I think he's definitely going to be worthy of an Omicron to give, but I would still wait and see what other people do with him in their GAC testing. You know, they're going to have some of those whales, some of those people who can get the Omicron like ASAP and test out for us. So wait and see, guys. But before then, you know, just kind of keep on maybe finding some of those mods for a Wampa, having some more offense. I mean, offense mods right now are so important for any attacker in the game. I can't tell you how many different sets of offense I have for attackers in this game. It's crazy. So offense, crit damage, and then of course I'll go for health 100% because you want to keep him alive as long as possible with the extra counterattacks and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, you know, if you just think about it, guys, Omicron, what it does, more survivability, more tenacity, so he's not going to be debuffed. And then also, he'll be giving out so many dots, so all these bonuses will be played into parts. So he's going to be not going to be dazed based off of the tenacity, no stuns, really. And then what's going to happen is that he will not get debuffed Meanwhile, he'll be inflicting damage over times on the enemies, which increases his counter chance, which means he will definitely be doing some counterattacks, even if he doesn't go. And then, yeah, all in all, it is scary. So I can easily see this beating some of those teams that do a lot of attacks, assists out of turns. So yeah, we'll have to just wait and see, you guys. But yeah, on paper, this is looking very, very good. So, and then also back to his basic, you know, it says if the target was either exposed or staggered, you can stun them for a turn. And then if the target was debuffed, you gain 20% TM. So really, you don't have to have him that fast because he's going to get that TM anyways if he's hitting one of those people that just damage you with a damage over time. So it all plays into part here. It's quite strong. So wait and see, you guys. I'm very tempted myself to give it out, but we'll have to see. Anyways, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. If you guys did enjoy it, give it a like, share it around, and sub. But that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and until next time, I will see you all later. Peace out, and have a good one. Bye, guys.